Say that freedom is a constant struggle. They say that freedom is a constant struggle. They say that freedom is a constant struggle. We've been struggling so long. We must be free. We must be free. Hi, I'm Joel Landy, and this is Songs of Freedom, a show that celebrates the dignity of human struggle with its many faces and its many, many voices. The face you see behind me is Eric Levine. Now, Eric is one of my best friends in the world, and he's meant so much to the progress of this show. And along with what Eric does, War Resisters, songwriter, solo career, he's also involved with the Disabled in Action Singers. And Eric, why don't you tell us about the Disabled Action Singers and introduce us to some people around here?
Well, let me tell you, Joel, what happened was they got me into the group. One time I was just singing someplace, and they said, "Hey, we'd like your guitar in our group." That's how it happened. Nobody knew at that time that I had a disability, and then when I got into the group, I said, "Hey, by the way, I have a disability." But a lot of people have disabilities, Joel. A lot of the population have disabilities, and I guess that's the whole point of it. Maybe you know.
Well, why don't we meet the Disabled in Action Singers?
Let's do it.
Marilyn, hi.
Hi, Joel. How are you?
Okay, the last time I saw you, we were singing in the park
That's
together.
right. We were having a picnic and having a great time.
Tell me a little bit about your involvement with the Disabled in Action Singers, and who are you guys?
Well, we're the Disabled in Action Singers. We are part of a group called Disabled in Action, which is a civil rights community-based organization of people who are activists in the disability rights movement. And DIA, Disabled in Action, has been around since the early 1970s. The DIA Singers, Disabled in Action Singers, started in about 1982 when we realized that you can get your message across in many ways, not only by activism, but by song, and educating people through every song we sing. Many of our strong songs are about people with disabilities, different disability rights issues, and basically about human rights and struggle.
Mm-hmm. And I want to meet everybody else. I mean, I know everybody else. Why don't I get myself out of the way and let you guys do what you do best, inspire people, and make some music. So I'm going to put this microphone so the guitar players, and you can't forget the guitar players.
Oh, we have to introduce them.
Yes, why don't you introduce everybody, Eric?
Okay, Marilyn Saviola, you just
Hi.
saw. This is Maura on the guitar, Maura Gregory, Sydney Emmerman, Ann Emmerman, Sam Anderson, Rita Zames, Marsha Bernstein, Mary Ann Mara, Michael Imperiali, and Mel Tansman.
And ladies and gentlemen, together they are the Disabled in Action Singers.
My name is Annie and I'm 9. Take a look at this amazing chair of mine. Silver and shiny and the wheels go round. Just a little push and I really cover ground. Walking on my wheels, I'm walking on my wheels. People, let me tell you just how good it feels. I can go anywhere if I got my chair. Watch me now, I'm walking on my wheels. Why don't my legs work? You really want to know. The muscles are weak because of polio, but I work out every day and my arms are strong. They're just the thing for rolling me along. I'm walking on my wheels, I'm walking on my wheels. People, let me tell you just how good it feels. I can go anywhere if I got my chair. Watch me now, I'm walking on my wheels. Every day when I go to school, I ride a bus that's really pretty cool. The lift takes my chair right down to the floor. Help me with the locks and I'll race you to the door. I'm walking on my wheels, I'm walking on my wheels. People, let me tell you just how good it feels. I can go anywhere if I got my chair. Watch me now, I'm walking on my wheels. Wasn't that funny when the substitute teacher asked us to name that silly-looking creature? I raised my hand, she nearly dropped her chalk. She thought I couldn't think just because I couldn't walk.
Walking on my wheels, I'm walking on my wheels. People, let me tell you just how good it feels. I can go anywhere if I got my chair. Watch me now, I'm walking on my wheels.
Well, you can't do anything. Can you come over, ask your folks? We can use the computer or just tell jokes. And maybe later on I can come to visit you if your building has a ramp so my chair can visit too.
I'm walking on my wheels, I'm walking on my wheels. People, let me tell you just how good it feels. I can go anywhere if I got my chair. Watch me now, I'm walking on my wheels.
My friend Jack has a chair like me. He's really old, he's almost 23. He can shoot basketball just like Michael J. And just last week he started teaching me to play.
I'm walking on my wheels, I'm walking on my wheels. People, let me tell you just how good it feels. I can go anywhere if I got my chair. Watch me now, I'm walking on my...
Now I'm walking on my...
Now I'm walking on my wheels.
Very good. This next song is kind of a departure from most of the songs that we sing. One of the things that bothered me as a person with a disability is that other civil rights organizations and other minority groups have expressions of their sense of wholeness, of beauty, of hope and promise. And there are phrases like black is beautiful. And bothered me because I never heard any disabled person say disability is beautiful. And I'm not sure I would want to say it myself. And yet somehow I thought we really needed a song that captures the spirit and the vitality and the genuine enjoyment of life that we disabled people can aspire to and often achieve. And as a matter of fact, Jane Field has come up with a song. You may think it's about fishing, but just keep listening, and I think you'll agree that it gets it just about right. Oh, the fishing is free with your disability. You don't need a license like the rest. Movies are half the price. Well, isn't that nice? And the parking spots are nothing but the best. So
don't you wish that you were disabled? Disabled is a better way to be.
with crutches, canes, and braces, and wheelchairs to run races.
Don't you wish that you were just like me?
Oh, Access-A-Ride is great if you really like to wait. It's so much fun to try to book a ride. You phone 3 days ahead, and if you're lucky, so it said, you might get there, but if you don't be surprised. So
don't you wish that you were disabled? Disabled is a better way to be.
Some chairs are motorized, high-tech computerized.
Don't you wish that you were just like me?
The deaf have got sign language, the blind have got their dogs, their loyal, trusted guides are at their side. All people have their vices. We have our devices. Oh, don't you envy us our privileged lives? So
don't you wish that you were disabled? Disabled is a better way to be. Don't you wish that you were just like me?
You know, they don't know what to call us, what labels should befall us. And there's some dandy terms from which to choose. My favorite's wheelchair bound, because it has a bondage sound. Oh, what fun to guess what words they're going to use.
So don't you wish that you were disabled? Disabled is a better way to be.
With all these benefits and perks, that's how the system works.
Oh, don't you wish that you were just like me?
Oh, the fishing is free with your disability. You don't need a license like the rest. Movies are half the price, well, isn't that nice? And the parking spots are nothing but the best.
Our next song is a very interesting song because it talks about attitudes. And it really talks about how people sometimes get uncomfortable because of disability. And when they see people with disabilities, it's a natural response to wonder, gee, what's that person's life like? What's going on with him? What's going on with her? And people kind of project all kinds of feelings onto what we feel and what we don't feel and what our lives are like and not. And sometimes people are very dishonest when they look at us. But children, in their idea and to learn and to experience things, are very upfront about what they feel and what they think, and they ask questions. And sometimes this is embarrassing to parents because we're not supposed to ask questions because we may upset people. And this song talks a little bit about that. It was written by Marsha Bernstein in our group, and her sister Betty Anderson wrote the words.
Don't stop the little children, go ahead and let them stare. Their questions are bewildering, but show how much they care. What they are telling me is that they really see me there. So don't tell them they're wrong, please let the little children stare.
Though maybe what you see is not Athena or Adonis.
Please don't be shy or be afraid, it's fine to look upon us.
We're all created equally, but with a different skew. Let's watch the kids with open minds and let's all take their cue.
Let them see us.
Don't make the children turn away to make sure they won't stare. They'll wonder as they watch the way the turn and work my chair can show the way, so others may be coming more aware. So don't tell them to look away, let all the children stare.
Though maybe what you see is not Athena or Adonis.
Please don't be shy or be afraid, it's fine to look upon us.
We're all created equally, but with a different skew. Let's watch the kids with open minds and let's all take their cue.
Let them lead us. We'll answer all their questions when they come up close and stare. Life isn't always easy and it isn't always fair, but kids can make the best of all the feelings we can share.
So let them gather around me,
Let them see us, let them lead us,
and we'll
Let the children stare.
Mama, give up your angry pain. Papa, give up your fearful shame. Sister, raise your voice clear and loud. People, it's time to be out and proud. We're gonna rise, 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 rise. All hands together to be strong. We're gonna rise, 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 rise. All hands together to be strong. This brother is awaiting the time he will be taken. Now he's seeking refuge from the twisted fright. And another man who loves him sheds his own fear just to hold him and share a moment's safety in his long and restless night. And we're gonna rise, 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 rise. All hands hands together to be strong. We're gonna rise, 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 rise. All hands together to be strong. Some have lost a parent, some a son or daughter. Some have lost the partner who's been their rising sun. And some have died with friends around while others pass on lonely. Some are learning how to help to ease the journey on. And we're gonna rise, 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 rise. All hands together to be strong. We're gonna rise, 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 rise. All hands together to be strong. People's fears are burning, homes are havens lost. Some spread lies to panic, they're resigned. But dignity and light can be retained through love and reason. The plague we really fight is a dis-ease of the mind. And we're gonna rise, 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 rise. All hands together to be strong. We're gonna rise, 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 rise. All hands together to be strong. And the love that gets us through these times of sunken hearts and uphill climbs, it lifts its meaning high where we can see the healing in our own eyes shining. We're gonna rise, 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 rise. All hands together to be strong. We're gonna rise, 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 rise. All hands together to be strong. All hands together, we're gonna rise, 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 rise. All hands together to be strong. All hands together, we're gonna rise, rise, rise. All hands together to be strong.
Yes.
Yes.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, I may not be able to walk like others do, but I get around, nothing keeps me down, I've a different point of view. Now there are those who trample others, pursuit of that head start. What good is having two good legs if you're crippled in the heart?
Oh, crippled in the heart, yes, crippled in the heart. What good is having two good legs if you're crippled in the heart? Oh, crippled in the heart, yes, crippled in the heart. What good is having two good legs if you're crippled in the heart?
I cannot hear you talking, my hands replace my voice, but I don't feel sad, 'cause it ain't so bad, I'm not disturbed by noise. Now there are those who never listen to what others have to say. What good is having two good ears if they're gonna be deaf that way?
If they're gonna be deaf that way, if they're gonna be deaf that way, what good is having two good ears if they're gonna be deaf that way? If they're gonna be deaf that way, if they're gonna be deaf that way, what good is having two good ears if they're gonna be deaf that way?
I've never seen a sunset, though red is just a word. But I don't cry, 'cause the visions I have dreamed are never blurred. Now there are those who look right through you and refuse to see the light. What good is having two good eyes if the mind has no insight?
If the mind has no insight, if the mind has no insight, what good is having two good eyes if the mind has no insight? If the mind has no insight, if the mind has no insight, what good is having two good eyes if the mind has no insight?
I'm a little slower in action, thought, and word. A world that can't wait spins at 78. I'm at 33 and a third. But there are those who swiftly run by and those who swiftly judge. What good is being speedy if the spirit doesn't budge?
If spirit doesn't budge, if spirit doesn't budge, what good is being speedy if the spirit doesn't budge? If spirit doesn't budge, if spirit doesn't budge, what good is being speedy if the spirit doesn't budge?
Oh yes, I am disabled, but I'm able to say this. When you see me come, see the whole among not the parts that I may miss. And I won't hide all my shortcomings, if yours you'll also wear. For humanity, not ability, is the handicap we share.
It's the handicap we share, it's the handicap we share. For humanity, not ability, is the handicap we share. It's the handicap we share, it's the handicap we share. For humanity, not ability, is a handicap we share.
I'm the ham.
4, 3, 2, 1.
It's been a long, hard time. It's gonna be a long, steep climb. No one's gonna change our mind about what we gotta do. What we gotta do. And when the road gets rough, everybody's saying just give it up. All of our friends, sweet love's gonna carry us through.
We don't got the money, but we got the will. We got voices talking the truth that could never be stilled. They're gonna threaten, you know they have killed to get their way. But this movement we are building will not go away.
It's been a long, hard time. It's gonna be a long, steep climb. No one's gonna change our mind about what we gotta do. What we gotta do. And when the road gets rough, everybody's saying just give it up. All of our friends, sweet love's gonna carry us through.
Beware of the heroes, beware of the stars, 'cause victory is hollow if it ain't really ours. We're talking about changes, not just changing those faces at the top. You know the freedom is a constant struggle and you can't ever stop.
Don't stop, it's been a long, hard time. It's gonna be a long, steep climb. No one's gonna change our mind about what we gotta do. We gotta do. And when the road gets rough, everybody's saying just give it up. All of our friends, sweet love's gonna carry us through.
Well, we're gonna argue.
No, we won't.
We won't always agree.
When did we ever disagree about anything?
But we can't let anger blind us to all we can be. 'Cause we need the laughter, and we need those tears to wash us clean. We need sisters and brothers beside us to follow the dream.
It's been a long, hard time. It's gonna be a long, steep climb. No one's gonna change our mind about what we gotta do. We gotta do. And when the road gets rough, everybody's saying just give it up. All of our friends, sweet love's gonna carry us through.
You know all of our
Friends, sweet love's gonna carry us through.
Tell me you'll come back again sometime, eh?
Sounds good.
Sure will.
Yeah.
Ladies
Great.
and gentlemen, you've been watching Songs of Freedom. I'm Joel Landy, and these are the Disabled in Action Singers. Would you do me the honor of singing a song with me?
Sure.
Oh, which river? How about River? And many people out there, you might know this one too, so you can sing along, and I'll be listening for you. All right, who's going to start this one?
I was born in the path of the winter wind, raised where the mountains are old. Their springtime waters came dancing down, and I remember the tales they told.
The whistling ways of my younger days too swiftly have faded on by. Yet all of my memories linger on like a light in a fading sky.
River, take me along in your sunshine. Sing me a song, ever moving and winding and free. You rolling old river, you changing old river. Let's you and me, river, run down to the sea.
Well, I've been to the city and back again. I've been moved by some things that I've learned. Met a lot of good people and I called them my friends. Felt the change when the seasons turn.
I've heard all the songs that the children sing and listened to love's melodies. I felt my own music within me rise like the wind in the autumn trees.
River, take me along in your sunshine. Sing me a song, ever moving and winding and free. You rolling old river, you changing old river. Let's you and me, river, run down to the sea.
Someday when the flowers are blooming still, someday when the grass is still green, my rolling waters will round the bend flow into the open sea.
So here's to the rainbow that's followed us here, and here's to the friends that we know, and here's to the song that's within us now. We will sing it wherever we go. River, take me along with your sunshine. Sing me a song, ever moving and winding and free. You rolling old river, you changing old river. Let's you and me, river, run down to the sea.
This has been Songs of Freedom. I'm Joel Landy, and for the people in the studio tonight, Disabled in Action Singers, Gloria Messerman and Bush, Marla Kleiman on the floor, my good friends on camera, including Chris O'Rourke. Good night. Keep fighting, people.
That it?
It's a wrap.
How many minutes?
It's a wrap.
How many minutes was it? There's a minute to go. Hey, good for us.
Right on.
Whoopee.
What should I do
That's
with this?
I'm
fantastic.
gonna clip mine right over here.
No. Oh, yeah. I wrote that.
Oh, that was fun.
Thank you, Joel.
Thank you very much.
Can you take the...
No, sorry, you have to take it home.
Avec plaisir.
Trying at times, but
Thanks, everybody.
Watch
Thank you, Eric.
thank you so much for having us.
You're welcome.
What are you doing?
I wanted to have you here.